Hello students, in this lecture we are going to study structure of antibody. As you are aware about antibody previously, so we start with this point. These are the glycoproteins which are highly specific to specific antigen, also known as the immunoglobulins. So you already learned about immunoglobulins. Immunoglobulins are produced from B lymphocyte by the plasma cell, that is we call it the antibody. Immunoglobulin last year in the 11th grade you already study about immunoglobulins in the biochemistry of cell chapter as a defensive protein. Now, why antibodies are produced? Antibodies are produced in response to antigen. So, as you already learned, whenever antigen enters into body, the antibodies are produced by the stimulation to the B lymphocyte and T lymphocyte. So, structure of antibody. Antibodies are produced by plasma cell and of B lymphocyte. Plasma cell produces 2000 molecules per second. So plasma cell is capable of producing 2000 molecules of antibodies per second. So next, as you see here, this is the structure of antibody, and this diagram is generally asked in your board exam for 2 marks. This is a very important diagram, very important to understand that this antibody molecule is consist of 2 chains. So see, first of all, that is it is a look like an Y-shaped structure. The Y-shaped structure, it consists of 2 ends, amino end, carboxyl end. Here also amino end, carboxyl end. Similarly here also. So these 2 chains are attached to each other by means of disulfide bond. These 2 chains are attached to each other by disulfide bond. Now see, first of all, this chain, this is the longest chain, this one, and this is known as a variable region of heavy chain. Variable region of heavy chain. So actually this part is again divided into 2 parts. This is the variable region of heavy chain, and this part is called the constant region of heavy chain. Similarly, for this chain, this dotted part is called the variable region of light chain, and this one is the constant region of light chain. So similar to this, there also same description comes. So the stem of this antibody or the arms of antibody meet at a particular point. This is called as the hinge region. And see, this longest chain is called the heavy chain, whereas the smaller one, this is called as a light chain. Now see, at the amino terminus, there are some spikes which are nothing but the antigen binding sites. Here the antigen binds to that particular antibody to form complex. How? We are going to study next. So this is a very important diagram, structure of antibody. Fine. Now next, description about the structure of antibody again. It is a Y-shaped molecule made up of 4 polypeptide chains, 2 heavy, that is called the H chain, and 2 light, that is L chains. Now these are linked to each other by disulfide bonds, as you already learned here. Heavy chain, light chain joined to each other by disulfide bond. Now next, now stem of antibody, as I told you, is known as the hinge region, and variable region constitutes antigen binding site called the paratop. Now see, this is very important from NEET CET point of view. The region, now this region, this spiked region where antigen going to bind here, or antigens captured by means of antibodies in this region, this is called the paratop region. Now see again, variable region constitute antigen binding site called the paratop. Antibody have 2 binding sites, hence called as a bivalent. So see here, antibody molecule possesses 2 binding sites, here one and here one. That's why it is called as a bivalent. Valence is 2. Now next part is serology, about serology. Now what is serology? Serology is nothing but the definition. First of all, study of antigen antibody interaction is called as a serology. Now antigen also possesses binding site to bind antibody known as a epitope. So as I told you, the binding site, this is called the paratop region. Now similar region is present to that of the antigen, and that region is called as a epitope. So see, the antigen पे जो होता है, जो बाइंडिंग साइट होता है टू बाइंड द एंटीबॉडी, दैट इज नोन एज एपिटोप, और एंटीबॉडी पे जो होता है उसको कहते हैं पैराटोप. नाउ एंटीजन एपिटोप बाइंड्स टू पैराटोप ऑफ एंटीबॉडी टू फॉर्म एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी कॉम्प्लेक्स इन अ लॉक एंड की मैनर. नाउ एज यू सी हियर, दिस इज अ डायग्राम. I show you, this is the antigen. The antigen binding site is called the epitope, and the similar region which is present on the antibody molecule is called as a paratop. So epitope paratop complex, that is antigen antibody complex, is formed in a lock and key manner. So this is how the antigen interacts with the antibody. Now next point we are going to study is about antigen on blood cells. Now blood cells, see first of all, first statement, several known antigens are present on human RBC. So our erythrocyte, red blood cells, there is a presence of several different kinds of antigen and they give rise to different blood groups. Now there are many genetically determined blood group system, like as you know about ABO, but there are several other systems that are also present like RH, Duffy, Kidd, Lewis, P, MNS, Bombay blood group, etc. So these are the different blood groups apart from ABO. You must know about this ABO, A, B, O and AB. These are the 4 blood groups, ABO system that is known as. So antigens on blood cells. Now next point is the ABO blood group. This is very important from NEET and CET point of view. The A, B and O blood groups were discovered by Karl Landsteiner in 19th century. So see first of all A, B and O blood group is discovered by Karl Landsteiner. This is very important with respect to NEET and CET. Similarly blood group AB, अभी आपको पता है A ब्लड ग्रुप कौन कौन से है, तो A, B, AB और O. तो AB जो है वो लैंडस्टेनर ने डिस्कवर नहीं किया था. AB was discovered by Landsteiner students, that is D. Castello and Sturley in 1902. So AB जो ब्लड ग्रुप है वो डिस्कवर लैंडस्टेनर के जो स्टूडेंट थे D. Castello और स्टुरली उनके नाम है, उन्होंने डिस्कवर किया. तो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. कार्ल लैंडस्टेनर की डिस्कवरी क्या है, D. Castello और स्टुरली की डिस्कवरी क्या है. तो this is a NEET and CET point of view, very important points. Now he found 2 agglutinogen on human RBC and named them as antigen A and antigen B. So Karl Landsteiner, he found 2 agglutinogen, that is agglutinate, that is clump forming agents on human RBC. Clumping, that is agglutinogen, that is known as antigen A and antigen B, and its corresponding antibodies. So corresponding antibodies to antigen A and antigen B is present in the serum, that is called as A and B, small a and small b. Antigen A and antigen B, these are the agglutinogen, and its corresponding antibodies is represented by smaller words, that is small a and small b. Now gene I, so I gene is responsible or which determines the blood groups. Now we are going to see the next chart of blood group system. This is very important chart, you must be familiar with it or you must know the certain things about it. So first column related to the blood group, second one is the genotype, third one antigen on our surface of RBC, antibody in serum, can donate blood to and can receive blood from. Now see first of all blood group, and the first blood group is A blood group. Corresponding genotype is represented by 2 similar gene, that is I gene, that is IA or IA I0. So antigen on surface of RBC, it is represented by capital A. Respectively antibody in serum, it is represented by antibody small b. Now can donate blood to A and AB and can receive blood from A and O. Similarly about B, instead of A there is a B, instead of A there is a B I0. So antigen on surface of RBC is B, antibody in serum is antibody A. So for corresponding, see here, for blood group B antibody is small a, for blood group A antibody in serum is small b. So B and can donate blood to, so B blood group person can donate blood to B and AB and can receive from B and O. Next one is about blood group system that is called by Sturley, D. Castello and Sturley, that is AB, this is called as universal acceptor. Now the genotype is, see here, IA IB, and antigen on surface of RB, that is capital A and capital B. Antibody in serum is nil. This is very important. Antibody in serum is nil. Can donate blood to AB and can receive blood from A, B, AB and O. So from any of these 4 blood group, it can receive blood. So AB is known as the universal acceptor. That's what is called universal acceptor. It's very important from NEET CET point of view. Similarly, universal donor is the O. This is again very important. O blood group, you know about this. But universal, it is called a universal donor. So genotype is I0 and see here, antigen on surface of RBC is nil. Antigen, that is agglutinogen, is nil in case of O. Antibody in serum, both antibody A and antibody B. Now can donate blood to any of these four blood groups, that is A, B, AB and O, and can receive blood from. So O blood group can receive blood from only from O. That's why it is called as a universal donor, and it can donate blood to all these four blood groups A, B, AB and O. Fine, this is all about the chart of this, and we will see the next point in the next lecture.